Greetings everybody, this is Red on VFR, quite literally sitting on VFR 750. If you know what it is, it's the 1994 VFR 750, and it's a V4 engine obviously, single-sided swing arm and everything else, all the bells and whistles. Everything is fine with this bike apart from a couple of things. They're located one in the front, one in the back, known to some as rims. They're black and they're pitted. There is no way to bringing them back to life apart from repainting, respraying, redoing, cerakoting, whatever the process you might think of. But I have to do something with them. And I have just the color that I want to show you guys. But first of all, let's disassemble it. Let's remove the front wheel, the back wheel. I will start from the back wheel simply because it has the center stand, as you can tell. It's sitting on the center stand right now. I'll remove the rear wheel, repaint it, then reinstall it, and then do the same thing with the front wheel. Let's get going. To remove the rear wheel of the Honda VFR 750, all you need to do is to undo the exhaust, 12mm, two 12mm bolts on the bottom where the donut ring is, and remove the exhaust. Next, to undo the rim itself from the hub, I will be using 3/4 socket. You can use 19mm as well. And off it comes. That simple. Next step is cleaning. Make sure you clean the wheel as much as you can, because you really don't want to paint over grease and grime. Next step is to dry the wheel. Now I'll scuff up the surface.
Здрасте. А? Ну, не знаю пока. Ну, я могу на край дороги стать. Ну, я снимаю, спасибо. Но сейчас нет. Уже нет. А? Тут постой. О, боже мой. Так отодвинь. А? Я не слышу. Наверное.
There are a couple of things of the preparation of the wheel before you spray paint it. The first one was removing the tire from the rim, which I did for the back wheel. The front one, obviously I removed the brake rotors, or the brake discs as some people call them. I masked it in. The tire is still on the rim, and this is how I'm going to paint it. I make sure you have covered the entirety of the tire. You really don't want the color on the tire itself, because first it looks ugly, second of all, if you happen to ride on it, it might be slippery. And I ran out of tape. Yeah, but seriously, who in the hell uses the tape right now? Obviously I didn't run out of tape. What happened is that the wind picked up. Actually, it's not even easier right now. It's very windy and I'm riding, so it's not very comfortable, and it's a side wind also. But in any case, both rims are done. I did the back rim differently than the front one, obviously, as I mentioned previously, but the result is very, very good, especially on the cheap. As far as the paint goes, my choice was to make rims somewhat decent looking, because someone resprayed them very, very poorly. They resprayed them black. I think it's a gloss black. I believe it's a stock color or something like that. Maybe it was rattle sprayed or anything. But I didn't like it. It was pitted, it was scratched. Someone changed tires on those rims and scratched the crap out of them. There is some damage to it too, which I didn't want to bother fixing, because it is respraying on the cheap. Now, the paint that I chose is a metallic paint. It's a copper tint that is of Rust-Oleum brand, and I will definitely show you how it looks like. Now, Rust-Oleum doesn't make it simple for people to choose paint, especially the metallic one. It doesn't say on the front of the can itself what kind of color it is, so you have to look on the back where the barcode is. And also, if you're shopping on the Home Depot website, it helps to check the model number, because it is indeed mentioned as a model number on the Home Depot website, as well as on the can itself by the color. Other than that, what do you think? Looks pretty nice. I'm very pleased with the result. I have bought 3 cans, and not only that, actually the Home Depot website said they only had 2, so I not only stole all the stock from them, but also +1. I'm not sure how the inventory is gonna deal with this. But I used 1 can for 1 wheel, a little bit from the first can on the front wheel, and some of the second can. So basically 1.5 cans did me good on those rims. It's a terrible, terrible design on the rear wheel. I really hated it, especially painting. But in this kind of color, it looks very, very good. Now, as I said, the front wheel has some damage to it. It is somewhat visible, however, still looks better than it was before. And I'm very, very pleased with the results. Well, I suppose we can ride the hell out of here, right? Because it's windy and I want to ride this thing.
Alright, a couple of things I wanted to mention. So I posted a little post actually talking about Facebook. I was going to talk about Facebook a little bit. What the hell happened here? I created a group that's called Motorcycle Meets. If you want to join, you're welcome to. It's as I said, I'm trying to promote this group, maybe for people who like to meet, maybe organize a meeting. Actually, off-roading for VFR, it is happening. So you're welcome to join. It's free. You don't have to do anything. Just hit the join button and you'll be a part of the group, or the yeah, I think it's called group. But in any case, I was gonna talk about the color. So I chose the copper color so that it somewhat matches the color of the 8th gen. Let me turn down the navigation because she's screaming in my ear. So most of the people wanted, well, I asked people what would be your favorite color on the your VFR rims, because I'm a part of the VFR group on the Facebook, and most of the people obviously said it's gold or something like that, bronze maybe, and yeah, I posted the results, and one person I think mentioned the copper, and it was indeed copper that I went with. Let's see. By the way, this is a Baylor, and what is it? Regional park. Very nice park. However, it's windy, so I couldn't really enjoy it. And there's very little sun right now. So the color is copper, obviously, and I think it looks terrific. It does look very, very similar to the VFR 800, the RC79. However, I think this color that's on my RC36, the one that I'm riding right now, just in case if you didn't know, it is a bit more like juicy, or like more, it has more contrast. So it's a lot more bright, I suppose. It's like a more contrast, like a darker, brighter. I can't describe it, but it's just a tiny bit different. But they're great. Great colors. I honestly didn't want gold, because gold is just like motorcycles. You know, people try to make cafe racers. I think it's overdone. It's like everyone wants a cafe racer because it's a trend or something. Same thing with gold color. I think it's overdone. So I decided to do something else. So I decided to pick copper color. It was quite hard to find. Quite hard, because it was very low on stock, or in stock in Home Depot. and I bought 3 cans and they don't have any more. But I'm sure if you look around, shop around at different stores, you'll find some. I would like your opinion on the rims. So do you like that color or not? If not, what color would you choose? And as I mentioned before, this Respray is on the budget. If I don't like it, oh, that's chickens. Hey, free roaming chickens. So I like that copper color. I don't have money, so I had to choose something, right? So I bought myself 3 cans and I oversprayed it. Over time I might do Cerakoting or whatever the process people choose for coating their rims. So I might do that. It might be suitable for you, just like for me, if you don't have enough money. I mean, it's not that I don't have enough money. I don't want to allocate this portion of my money on rims just yet. They look just fine as they are right now. Very copper, very good looking rims. I love them. You can do the same thing. You can respray, take your time, just mask it up nicely if you don't want to remove the tires. Mask them up nicely because you really don't want to paint your rubber. It would look rubbish, and I'm sure paint is not very good for rubber. Alright, I'm just cruising around here. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I think it's Norwood, Young America. So yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a rider yet. I need to turn left here. Yeah, very nice place. Actually, that's Audi. Look at that Audi. I'm sure. Well, actually, it's turning too. Let's see if that is a very nice color. I'm not sure when I started liking this kind of colors. Very nice, kind of reddish. Just like the BMW I drive. I have the X5 with like a bronze paint job, which I like. I do like it. So let me know in the comments if you resprayed your rims as well and how you did it. So I did it. So yeah, the first step was clean them up nicely, because there's road grime, dust and whatnot. There's some oil from the chain, especially on the back wheel, brake dust. You really want to clean that up nicely. Then I prepared the surface by scuffing it nicely. This is how you make the paint stick, because you don't want to respray or repaint your surface being glossy. And then I washed it again, dried it up nicely, and resprayed it. I'm sure my neighbors didn't like it, not a bit. Simply because they're bad people and they only care about themselves. And then when you do something they don't like, they make sure you know it. But I don't care. Now I have a very good looking VFR. Actually, there is a rider right there. So I love those rims now. I didn't like them. That 5 5-spoke rim is terrible. I would rather put the 5-spoke from the what is it? The 5th gen, which is more like a flat 5-spoke instead of that curvy one. I don't give a damn about those curvy ones. Yeah, some people put like a 3rd gen rim. Yeah, but you have to realize it's a very desirable rim. I've seen it go. Oh, smells marijuana so bad right here. Maybe they even grow it, but that 3rd gen rim is so desirable that I've seen prices go as high as $500. Some people tell me, yeah, it's worth it, so buy it. It's a direct swap. I've heard that it's a direct swap to the 4th gen, but I'm not interested spending $500. My Respray was, what is it, $7 a can. I used, well, let's say I used 2 cans, right, for 2 rims. It means that I technically spent like $14 in paint, and now you're talking like, hey, yeah, you buy yourself a rim, the 8-spoke rim for $500. No. This is not the objective. Objective is to refurbish what you have and make it as good as you want it to be. Actually, you can put as much money to refurbish those wheels. You can take out all of that curb brush and any other damages. You can Cerakote it, absolutely. You can do whatever. You can do like I think it's like dipping, hydro dipping. Here you go. Yeah, absolutely. You can do whatever you want, but mine was a budget like oriented project, which I think I succeeded. In my eyes, absolutely succeeded. It took me 1 rim a day, and what's good about the front rim is that, or rims if you don't take the rubber off, you can respray it and put it on your bike right away. Just make sure you don't scrub the paint too much, because as Rust-Oleum states, it's safe to the touch, like dry to the touch in 10 minutes and fully dried in 30 minutes. Nah, not really. You have to really like wait for a day or 2 to like really handle it. But I resprayed the rims. I put them right on, while the rear wheel I had to wait. Actually, I remember this parking lot. I used to do astronomy here with my buddy. Hello, Kyle, if you hear me. We were just in this parking lot doing our astrophotography. That was pretty cool. But in any case, I have succeeded. It was very cheap. I put the rims on. I let the bike sit for overnight. So I spray painted the back wheel 2 days ago, and the front wheel exactly 24 hours ago, because it's 5:02 according to my little digital clock here, which is very convenient. Other than that, my battery is dying. We'll see ya in the next episode. Take care, guys, and goodbye.